What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC Comics Solicitations Discussions video. That's right, in this video we're going to be talking about the November 2023 DC Comic Book Solicitations. Hells yeah, let's get started on this thing. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, that's legit. Santa Claus is going to be in some of these comic books, and they're going to have to team up and fight some bad guys, so... yeah, I mean, that sounds kind of cool. But, yeah, so we got all the November stuff, and then a slight peek into December. Not literally everything, but, you know, something. So I will leave a link in the description below so you can check out this full article right here. So let's go ahead and get started. And there's so many ads. All right, so DC Comics Solicitations. Okay, so here we go. 1 week preview into this. So the first big thing that we got going on is yet another event. Just what we need, because we haven't had enough events at DC Comics in a while, right? I mean, we've just had this 2-month event for Night Terrors, then we got Gotham War, and then as soon as that ends, we got Beast World. I just want to go a few months without events. Just a few months. I think that would just give everyone a nice little break, but I guess not. But anyways, so Titans Beast World. That's right, Beast Boy is going to be the focal point of this thing. Garo, Starro, whatever the hell is going on here. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Clawing its way out of the pages of Titans comes an unprecedented threat to the DC Universe. Superman, Wonder Woman, Starfire, are powerless to stop Necrostar from ending all life on Earth. The only hero who can save the world is Beast Boy? With Nightwing, Raven, Cyborg, and the Titans beside him, can Garfield Logan rise to battle an ancient evil? What will Amanda Waller do to take advantage of the situation as millions of people are changed into rampaging creatures? Can humanity survive all-powerful heroes and villains transformed into ferocious beasts? Friends will fall, heroes will rise, and nothing will ever be the same again. Earth is about to become Beast World. DC proudly presents the Titans' first crossover as the world's premier superhero team, with universe-shattering repercussions. Brought to you by the all-star creative team of writer Tom Taylor and artist Ivan Rice. This story promises to be an epic one that sets the stage for what's to come for the DCU. So, yeah, another... well, you know what? I'm okay with Beast Boy being the focal point of an event like this, I guess. I mean, when's the last time Beast Boy was the focal point of an event? Like, I honestly can't remember. So, cool. Let Gar be the focal point. And you know what? With the Justice League stepping down post-Dark Crisis, I've always had kind of issues with that, because like it's like, okay, at the Titan, why would they break apart after a crisis? It just didn't really make much sense to me. Okay, the Titans are going to take charge, have them do some world-ending stuff, and we haven't really gotten that yet, and this is the first taste of it where they're really kind of at the focal point. So I'm like, okay, let's see where it goes from here. Tom Taylor can be very hit or miss, so let's hope this is a Tom Taylor that is a hit, not a miss. Okay, then we got some other characters right here, part of the Beast World tie-ins. So, oh, this is released 12/5, so this is released a week later. Titans Beast World Tour Metropolis #1, written by Nicole Maines, Joshua Williamson, Zipporah Smith, and Dan Jurgens. So we got 48 pages right here. I hope this event isn't too packed, because, like I said, coming off Night Terrors where it's 2 months of, like, everything, I'm just kind of exhausted by this stuff. It looks like this is bleeding into the first week of December. So we're going strictly November is when this event's really going to begin. So as the ramifications of the Titans' battle with Starro reverberate across the globe, Metropolis is hit with an unprecedented surge of electricity from... is that, no, it can't be Livewire, but she's okay, you're going to have to read this one to believe it. Meanwhile, Supergirl and Dreamer take on the terror of the Flame Bird. Power Girl is no longer, and amid the chaos, the threat continues to grow on the horizon. All signs point to a major new shift in the world of Superman and Beast War world Metropolis. Okay. Is this another one? Titans, Beast World, Waller Rising, #1. The Kingdom, a mystical, metaphysical realm, sits at the nexus of the Parliaments. A formidable new adversary, Dr. Hate. I just love how his name is Dr. Hate. It's kind of goofy. Emerges with intentions to corrupt both the Kingdom and the Parliament of the Red in the pursuit of chaos. Batwing, Vixen, Val-Zod, Superman, and Black Manta are thrust together. In a desperate fight for survival, they must learn to cooperate to thwart Dr. Hate's destructive plans before the wicked entity can devastate this unique plane, which represents a collective consciousness. This consciousness unifies the red, green, rock, clear, melt, metal, and gray into a harmonious realm of peace. In their struggle against Dr. Hate, these heroes and villains also face the task of unraveling how Amanda Waller's rise is entwined with the ongoing crisis. The saga features guest appearances from Nubia, Dr. Mist, Red Tornado, Deadeye, and more. Wow, that is a big, huge description right there. So, let's see how this thing turns out, per se. That's a whole lot of words and a lot of stuff happening in this one description. So I don't know. I don't really have like high enthusiasm, but who knows? Maybe it'll surprise me. But 48 pages. So okay. Oh, I like this cover. Donna, fashion queen right there. All right, some Titan stuff right here. More covers. Titans, issue number 5. Get these ads off the screen. The Titans are going green. As the team desperately attempts to heal the Borneo rainforest, they reach out to the only avatar that can help. Swamp Thing. Will the peaceful yet powerful giant be enough to stand up to the forces of evil? Or will the new and improved Demolition Crew wreck them all? Is this tying right into Beast Wars? Or Beast World? Why do I say? I keep wanting to say Beast Wars. That's a Transformers thing. Yeah, I guess so. We'll see. There's Gar right there. Going to fight some Captain Planet villains. Cool. Cool. Titans Beast World Evolution number 1, written by Marv Wolf. All right, Marv Wolfman's writing something. That's good. Let's let Marv write some stuff because he's Marv. I mean, how can you not appreciate that? 799, 64 pages was a lot of stuff. Tales of the Greatest Titan revealed. It's not easy being green, but Garfield Logan has made the best of it. After contracting a rare disease as a child, he underwent an experimental genetic treatment, transferring the incredible ability to shapeshift to any animal will. As Beast Boy, Gar has saved the world as a member of the Titans more times than he can count, but soon he could one day destroy it all. See where it all began, this special one-shot collecting Teen Titans number 5, Tales of the New Teen Titans number 3, and a story from Action Comics number 1051. Each reveals a piece of Beast Boy's past that could hold the key to saving the future. Okay, so we got a lot of old stuff mingled in with this new stuff, so... Oh, okay. So this one I don't feel like is all that necessary. You can kind of just go back and reread some of these old comics and that, collecting it together. So I don't really need to pick that one up per se. But I could go back and like revisit some stuff. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so this looks like Starfire right here. I mean, does that? I mean, there's a little bit of differences right here and here, but this looks totally like Coriander. So you got Batman here, looking swole. Batman Off-World number 1 by Jason Aaron. A routine night in Gotham City for a young Batman proves to be anything but routine when the crime fighter is confronted with a sort of foe he's never faced before, one from beyond the stars. A universe of possible alien threats leads Batman to make a daring decision to venture alone to the far reaches of the cosmos for the very first time, where the Dark Knight will face the fight of his life. I assume this is an Elseworld storyline. So they can kind of play around with it, have fun. I swear to God, this looks like Starfire. Like, if it's not her, then it's like her duplicate clone or whatever, or something. So we'll see how this thing turns out. I'm not really, like, sure how this thing's gonna be, but honestly, it'd be interesting to have a Batman and Starfire team up, going in this thing. We'll see where that goes. I don't know if it'll end up on a rooftop like him and Batgirl in The Killing Joke, but we'll see what happens there. Oh my God, can you imagine the chaos in the timeline if Batman and Starfire hooked up? That would be I've probably planned to, like, if it happens, the reaction to it would be kind of funny, so, but then again, this looks like an Elseworld thing, so I don't exactly know where it fits, but, yeah. Delivers his first Batman story partner with a blockbuster artist, a unique, brutal tale. Okay, oh, look at this. Batman 89, we're getting a continuation. Looks like a lot of toy variant covers right here. There's that right there. The gas, Joker. Batman 89, Echoes number 1. So yeah, we're getting a follow-up to the Batman 89 comic book. So as a lot of you may know, my favorite comic book movie of all time is Tim Burton's Batman 89. I love that movie with every fiber of my being. I love Batman Returns as well, and it was great seeing Keaton back in The Flash. I know not everybody likes that movie, but for me, seeing Michael Keaton again was just an absolute treat. And then they had the comic book, Batman 89 comic, which I thought was just kind of all right. It didn't quite deliver the way I would have hoped for it. But we'll see how the sequel does. It looks like they're bringing in the Scarecrow and element. So I will definitely be reading this one. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. After Harvey Dent's crusade against Gotham and Batman, the Cape Crusader has disappeared without a trace. In his place, ordinary citizens have taken to the streets to root out crime. As innocents get hurt, the question on everyone's mind is the same. Where is Batman? Sam Hamm screaming under the 1989 Batman movie, and Joe Keone's reunite for another tale in Gotham. So I'll definitely pick it up. See how it delivers. So since Batman 89's around, here's Superman 78. A follow-up to this one, so we're going to get little pieces of that. So, written by Robert Venditti, on sale at the start of the month, so that we also get a preview of the following issue. When the planet Krypton exploded, its last sun was rocketed across the cosmos and came to settle in a small town in Kansas, but what else came with him, and what if a piece of his home landed somewhere we never knew about? As Superman has become a symbol of strength and pride for America, the Soviet Union looks to crush that image with a certain creation of their own. Built by their very own might and forged by their own power, Robert Venditti returns to the Man of Steel with new artist Gavin Goodry. So, okay. Superman 78, The Metal Curtain number 2. Superman brings Lois to the Fortress of Solitude for a private interview. Hashtag giggity giggity. Meanwhile, the Russians launched their first assault with their mighty Metallo. Okay, so Metallo, in hopes of drawing the Man of Steel out into the open. Witness as the power of the people breaks Superman. Ah, here we go. Godzilla versus Kong versus Justice League #2. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm really excited for this one because obviously like this is October is like the end all be all book for me, and it's gonna be the same thing here. But like, what is the title? I keep seeing Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, and I see Godzilla versus Kong versus Justice League. Like, who has top billing? Like, is this like an ego battle trip or whatever? But I don't know. I don't think it really matters. But look at this. Look at these artwork right here. My God, it's my favorite things coming together. There's Godzilla. He's gonna fight Superman. There's Kong right there. Look at this. This one right here. This is my favorite cover. Look at that. You got the sinister look. You got Legion of Doom. You got Justice League and all that. I mean, how can I not be excited for this? This is literally tailor made for me. On sale 11/21/23. Legendary's Monsterverse has been unleashed on the DC universe, and cities are threatened across the globe. From Metropolis to Gotham City to Themyscira, the Justice League scrambles to protect the citizens from these raging titans. What role has the Legion of Doom played in all of the monster madness, and how will the tide of battle change when a hero falls? Dun 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 dun. Oh man, I can't wait for this thing. Like, I still can't believe this thing is actually happening. Like, October can't get here soon enough. I mean, we just got our first look at the upcoming Monsterverse series, Monarch Legacy of Monsters. It's only a matter of time before, like, Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire trailer drops. I think it's going to probably drop, if I was a betting man, I'd say in front of Dune 2 or in December. So, like, give it, like, a 3-month marketing push. And honestly, like, you don't really need 6 months to market a movie anymore. If you do 3 months and rapid fire like Godzilla vs. Kong had, it's already kind of there. And they've already announced the movie, so people are aware of it. So it's going to be fun. Here's one that actually was a big surprise for me. I didn't realize we were getting this, but I'm actually pretty excited to see where this one goes from here. But yes, you can see that is Santa Claus right there. Look at, he's bloodied up. He's violent, just like Violent Night. There's Damien with Santa Claus hanging out. And then there's Zatanna. I guess she went looking for the North Pole, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so like Santa is a warrior right here. He's got his machete, and he's just like I said, this is making me think of that movie Violent Night I saw, which was a lot of fun. Santa Claus is coming to town. Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night #1. This just sounds like a lot of fun. It's a 4-issue like mini event, if you will. It looks to be kind of a weekly thing or whatnot. But the 4-part crossover event of a generation begins when a not so jolly Saint Nick hits Gotham City to investigate a brutal crime in the days leading up to Christmas. What man or beast could have committed such atrocities? With the help of his former student Batman, Santa will team up with the heroes of the DC Universe to right this wrong, or the world wakes up to coal in their stockings. A brutal, two-fisted holiday tale of hope, wonder, and monster hunting is the perfect tree to ring in the holidays. It's Claus in canon. I'm looking forward to this one. Like, this one sounds like a lot of fun. Dan Moore doing the cover art, Jeff Parker, Michelle Banditti. I don't know. Santa Claus fighting alongside Batman. Like, this is some, like, goofy, ridiculous stuff that I kind of love in comics. So, I mean, like I said, November's actually, like, November, early December, like, first week. It's looking like it could be a ton of fun, if you will. So then we got this one right here. These are cool covers right here. Look at this. Wolf stuff. Oh, this is Detective Comics. Detective Comics number 1076. Batman Outlaw, the 5-part. Oh my goodness. Detective. Another event. Oh, this is starting 10/31. Okay. So this starts in October and then goes there. So Batman, now under the control of an Asmir demon, is to be publicly hanged and atone for his crimes. With both the city and the Dark Knight under the Orkham spell, it's a lawless land with the Bat family out of the picture after the events of the Gotham War. So how much, like, into Gotham War does this take place? Does this whole Asmir storyline take place right after that? In which case, we kind of already know, like, who's still around doing stuff. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes we have, like, Detective and Batman going on at the same time. Like, it's kind of tough to make out, like, where everything fits in terms of continuity. So who will help him? It's up to the ragtag group of Batman's greatest allies and enemies to steal him from the gallows before it's too late. Wanted. Okay, Detective Comics number 1077. This is the one in November, if you will. Let's see. Part 2 of 5 in Batman Outlaw, the bi-weekly Detective Comics event. Hang on, hang the bats. The sun sets on the horizon, casting long shadows of justice as Batman, under the possession of an Asmir, takes his long walk down the gallows in front of a hypnotized Gotham, and it's up to the best cat burglar around to save him. But this town may not be big enough for the both of them, especially sleeping on bad terms with Batman. Batman Outlaw, Part 2 of 5. Okay, so I guess this is after Gotham War, right? So they're still going to be on okay terms. They're still going to be working together, so that kind of, like, spoils that event, if you will. But hey, who knows? I like this cover of Cass right here. Look at that. She looks great. Issue 3. This event, or this 3 of 5, Detective Comics number 1078. At least it's not like a 12-week weekly event or whatever that was in Detective Comics a while ago. Do you remember that, where it was just constantly like, it was that Arkham Tower storyline, and I was just like, oh, there's an issue every single week, I can't keep up. But part 3 of 5 in Batman Outlaw, the bi-weekly Detective Comics event. Under the scorching Gotham sun, a showdown at high noon will determine who walks away and who's carried away. Catwoman finds out that someone within her heist crew has been a mole this whole time, feeding information to the Orcams. Who among the team could be the traitor? So, dun 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 dun. Okay, so about like 1080s when this arc's going to end. Batman right there. Alright, must break you. What's with all these toy variant cover arts? I don't know, interesting. I like this art right here. Oh, Batman, number 139 by Chip Zdarsky. Following the cataclysmic events of the Gotham War, Batman finds himself completely isolated from his family. But if we're following the Detective Comic things, there's still kind of him working with the family. So I guess this is right after the Gotham War. Then we jump into the Orcan thing. Then back into what Zdarsky's doing right here. Struggling to keep the rage of Zur in check, but he can't stop because he's out there haunting the city, taunting the Dark Knight, the Joker, and new Batman is ready to stop him once and for all. Mind Bomb begins. Look at this. There's Santa Claus right there and Damian. Catwoman. Once again. Batman number 140. DC Holiday Special. Okay, that's a 40. It's Batman versus the Joker in their most brutal fight of all time. But wait, Batman is also battling a legion of himself. What has Zur done and who will walk away? The brutal mind bomb continues. Okay, so this one releases 12/5. So the first week of December. Here's one I'm kind of intrigued by. There's Kate Kane right there on the cover. There's Luke Fox. Outsiders, issue number 1, written by Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. Never the End. So this one starts. So I actually will be checking this one out because like I said, I'm glad that you're getting Luke and Kate on a team because with their military backgrounds, in a way, I think it kind of meshes well. Batman protects Gotham City from evil. Batman protects the rest of the known world. But what of the unknown world? What of the ancient evils and hidden tombs and forgotten tragedies from a magic and mad fueled superheroic century? Using this fortune, Luke Fox launches a new organization. Don't you mean Bruce Wayne's fortune, or is it Luke Fox's? I don't know, because like Wayne Enterprises like fortune was like lost, but like are they ever gonna get it back? Like I know like the Fox family kind of had control of it, which I think was just kind of ridiculous how like they just never gave it back. I don't know, it just felt kind of mean spirited towards that because they wanted Jace Fox to really be the new Batman, but that didn't really go over quite as well as they would have hoped. So I mean, you can never really get rid of Bruce Wayne at this point, unless you do like a reboot. Like the closest you had was like Dick Grayson as Batman, but eventually like they had to kind of bring him back a bit. So anyways, where was I at? So using his fortune, Luke Fox launches a new organization dedicated to shining light into the world's darkest corners. His first recruit, Kate Kane, the Batman who will re-embrace her military background to protect Luke's dream and encounter every bit of strangeness the DCU has to offer. And just wait until you meet the third man or learn what the universe-shattering secret they've discovered buried under Antarctica. Is it the Hollow Earth entrance? I don't know. Monsterverse stuff's on my mind. Outsiders is the return of comic book archaeology, digging into all the forgotten corners of DC's history to preserve, record, and better understand the true nature of the DC multiverse and the forgotten stories that make up its fabric. Okay, that could be kind of fun right there. We have Swashbuckling Nightwing. That's right, we're still not finishing the Heartless storyline. But anyways, oh, I like this cover. Look at this. This one looks great. Nightwing number 108, written by Tom Taylor, art by Stephen Byrne, sorry, my bad. Bruno Redondo's in the cover right here. All these different variant covers right here. Amid Nightwing's investigation of the mystery behind the secret society called The Hold and their connection to the origin of Bloodhaven, Dick runs into his own flame, Bea Bennett. Is Bea back to confront Nightwing for some closure, or is she somehow related to the secret private society? Oh, that should be interesting. Past couples and the tension that they face with one another. So what could go wrong? Yeah, that's right, because Dick started dating Bea for a little bit, and then that kind of just like got thrown aside and all that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that was like when she was dating Rick Grayson, and nobody liked Rick Grayson. One of my big gripes though with the Nightwing book is its refusal to finish out the freaking Heartless storyline. It's like as soon as we get started with it, then it just kind of stops, and then we get sidetracked with all these other different storylines. Where I'm like, I mean, this one, okay, it kind of tied into something they set up beforehand, but like, can we finish Heartless and then go into these different things? It's still like, it's been 30 issues at this point. What, like 20, 30 issues? Yeah, I think you started at Nightwing 78. So yeah, it has been like 30 issues, and we still haven't wrapped up that storyline. Like, come on, let's get this, let's do it to it, right? Okay, so we got Catwoman right here. There you go. There's your cover right there. Like, I mean, that's how we always walk up the stairs. Catwoman number 59. The Catwoman we know has vanished. Selina Kyle is gone. She's no longer Gotham's fugitive. She's its ghost. Well, we did kind of see her in Detective Comics, but okay. After the events of the Gotham War, Selina leaves the city, a forever changed woman with a plan. 9 deadly missions, each one set aside for their certain lethality, only possible for a cat with 9 lives. Okay, but we know she's coming back based on the other stuff, so I don't know. It's just the way it kind of meshes together. And then we have Poison Ivy right here. So this comes out the first week of November. I haven't actually read the Poison Ivy book. If anyone's read it, let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. I don't know if it's any good or not. Maybe I'll have to check it out on the DC app or whatnot. As Ivy recovers from her last bout, her thoughts are strangely drawn to a person whose life she ruined. It's time to meet Chuck, an absolutely ordinary, everyday family man who is about to discover he has a higher calling in life. And then we got more Ivy covers right here. Looking great. What is she pouring on her? Okay. Ivy, number 17, released this first week of December. The victim of Ivy's parasitic contagion have begun to converge. The clock begins to tick down in an explosive confrontation between Pamela Ivy's past, present, and the verdant villain finds herself embroiled in a life and death battle to survive. And what's more, her deceased friends aren't the only ones creeping through Slaughter Swamp. This looks like the Birds of Prey comic book right here. Birds of Prey, issue number 3. The covert first mission of the reformed Birds of Prey has established their beachhead in Themyscira. What could be so important to Black Canary that she'd risk the wrath of the greatest warriors on Earth? So I'm actually looking forward to Birds of Prey. It'll be a bit of a different comic book to kind of get into, so that should be fun. I did read Batgirl in the Birds of Prey. I read that entire thing that started at the beginning of Rebirth or whatnot. They didn't last that long, though. And then it looks like we got the next issue of that. Oh, look at a variant cover for the upcoming Aquaman movie. Remember that movie? Like, that's supposed to come out this year. We still have no trailer, no promotion, no nothing for this movie whatsoever. And we're like 3 months out from it. So they got to drop that trailer like next month ASAP. So Chaos Reigns is the first. You know what? I think I know when they'll drop it. They'll attach it to the trailers for like the Nun 2. Like, I mean, that's got to be like when it comes out, right? Anyways, Chaos Reigns is the first mission for the Birds of Prey has unsurprisingly gone sideways. Even with the collective battle prowess of her hand-picked team, did Black Canary bring enough firepower to fight their way off Themyscira? Only time will tell. And then we have Janitor Harley Quinn over here. Oh, wet boom tube. Okay, I kind of like the little touch there with that. And then you have this weird-looking thing. What does it remind me of? Like some freaky things I've seen before. And then, I don't know what she's got here. Is this a bowling ball? Like what's with the ho, ho, ho? Like, it's obviously the DC Comics logo, but I don't know. Written by Teenie Howard. On sale 11/28/23. Clean up on aisle Earth Zero as if playing detective for my own murder ain't bad enough. Now I'm also on janitorial and princess babysitter duty. I just can't seem to catch a dang old break. Hopefully I can mop up some clues along the way and go and get to the bottom of who's been out for my precious clown blood. Plus my childhood best friends Grace Ellis and Steve Labber recount the true story of the time I got trapped inside of a comic book. And we got Oswald Cobblepot right here. Okay, the Penguin, as Adam West would say in that kind of tone of voice. Written by Tom King. Oswald Cobblepot's plan to return to Gotham City is about to be executed, but he's going to need one last key piece, and only a beautiful face from his past can provide it. Enter the femme fatale, Lisa St. Clair. Batman and Robin. Not Batman vs. Robin, Batman and Robin. Looking forward to this one. Like I said, this is kind of like, looks like the fun comic book of the month. Okay, we got like a Tim Drake action figure. Shouldn't it be Damian for this? But okay. Yeah, I love this cover. Look at how adorably done this one is. Like the menacing nature, like the, I don't know what you call it, but it looks pretty good. So anyways, so White Rabbit is a key witness in uncovering Gotham's newest criminal mastermind, and Batman and Robin realize the only way to keep her safe is to break her out of Arkham Tower, but Damian still has homework to deal with. See, this is the stuff I wanted to see with Damian's character. I wanted to kind of have that Batman Beyond-esque influence, because if you remember in the Batman Beyond TV show, Terry McGinnis was going to high school, and he was also trying to balance that out with his Batman duties, if you will. So if you could kind of mesh those two things together pretty well, then I'm kind of all for it. So, like I said, I'm looking for like the slice of life, everyday kind of stuff with the superheroes, because I get a lot of action and fighting crime, but I also like to see the characters kind of outside their capes, interacting with the everyday sort of people, and I think that makes them more relatable. And it'll be interesting to see like how Damian handles going back to school, if you will. He's kind of off on his own, unless some of his other friends are going to be at that school. Maybe you'll have a Maps Mizuguchi, or maybe they'll find a way to integrate like Colin Wilkes or Maya Ducard, or I wonder if even Flatline will become a transfer student there or something. Who knows? But then again, I feel like she'd be pretty noticeable with her whole like face paint and all that other stuff. Like, can she even reverberate back to like the way she looked before all that, or does she like makeup or something to do that? I don't know. So many different questions there. But yep. So we got Catwoman here and all these other things. So this is Batman: The Brave and the Bold, issue number 7. I actually have not been reading Brave and the Bold at all. I think I kind of want to check it out though on the DC app, if you will. So the brutal and action-packed Batman tale Back to Year One by Galen March takes a shocking turn in part 1 of Wild Dog Here Comes the Trouble. Writer Kyle Starks, I hate this place. Peacemaker tries hard, and artist Fernando Pastoran, the Flash, begin the tale of a supervillain moving to the Quad Cities, thinking it'll lead to an easier life of crime until they meet Wild Dog. Eisner-nominated Gabriel Hardman tells the definitive Aquaman tale, plus Matthew Rosenberg and Matteo Scalar bring their incredible talent to Batman Black and White. Here we go. The most consistently good comic at DC right now. Batman Superman World's Finest. They're going to cross over with the Kingdom Come stuff right here. Batman Superman World's Finest, issue number 21, written by Mark Waid, of course. On sale 11/21/23. Dan Moore doing the artwork. Phenomenal. Superman and Batman have followed Boy Thunder to Kingdom Come, find themselves in that world to the path to apocalyptic future. Can the World's Finest team prevent the transformation of Boy Thunder into the villainous Magog, or is his fate sealed? So I'm excited about that. There's some intrigue there. I thought that interesting reveal of like Boy Thunder, like that was my favorite arc in World's Finest so far. I like the first arc with Neza. I like this arc with the Boy Thunder. There's a few other kind of small bits right there. We had the one issue where they go back in time to find Superman. There was the other one where it's the date between Robin and Supergirl, which just went completely poorly the whole entire time. And then we had the most recent arc, well, not the one that's going on right now with the Metal Men and all that other stuff, or what was it, Amazo and all that, like, which, you know, was fine, but like it was pretty good, but like it was kind of the weakest one. There's a lot kind of going on in that one. I like World's Finest when it's a little bit more like focused. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think it should be pretty good. We have Batman Beyond stuff right here, Swamp Thing, all this other stuff. Batman Beyond Neo Gothic number 5, written by Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing. Max Dunbar doing the artwork. As Neo Gotham above falls under the unstoppable shadow of Donovan Lumos' City of Light, Batman faces down the monster that lives in Gotham's heart, the Garden. With the combined powers of Swamp Thing, Poison Ivy, and Black Orchid, the Garden's motivation are finally revealed, as is the tragic figure that lives at its center. Has Batman gone so far into the darkness that he can never return? Is it time for Terry McGinnis to join Bruce Wayne in the Garden's endless embrace? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, look at this. Avery and Wallace teaming up, high-fiving each other, and all that other stuff on the same team. Speed Force, issue number 1, written by Jarrett Williams. Daniel Day Niculo is on the artwork for it. Wallace West and Avery Ho, the young speedsters, have been Teen Titans, Justice Leaguers, and above all, members of the Flash family. As they become aware of mysterious changes happening to the Speed Force, they race to Keystone City, where they encounter old friends, new threats, and a chance to forge their own paths. Spinning out of the pages of the Flash, the team of Jarrett Williams, Super Pro, and Rick and Morty, and Daniel Niculo brings the next generation of speedsters into the dawn of DC. So, yeah, I wonder what's going to happen here, because I remember last I checked, Wallace is kind of like dating Red Arrow, Emiko Queen. It started in those Teen Titans books, and it was really poorly done. I always liked him more with Avery, so, like, I mean, maybe they'll kind of embrace that in the series, because, like I said, Wallace needs something too, or should I say Ace needs something too. So, like, I'd like kind of push that away and move into these two. I think would be good for it, but that's just me, so... But, yeah, I'm looking forward to this thing. Like I said, I like their dynamic, but they kind of, like, threw that aside for whatever reason. Anyways, so more of this nightmarish horror stuff with the Flash main book. The Flash, issue number 3, written by Cy Spurrier. After the arrival of the Stillness last issue, the alien speedsters begin traveling around the world, with Max Mercury watching their every move. Meanwhile, Wally encounters another former foe who's gotten a major upgrade, the Folding Man, while entering a new location beyond time called Together. What hidden truth does this place hold for the Flash? Only time will tell. Amazon's Attack. Sounds like a 1950s B-movie. Written by Josie Campbell. Actually, I liked what Josie Campbell did with the Night Terrors and the writing of Wonder Woman and all that. So maybe I might even check this one out. So maybe. As rumors of the Amazon's true nature spread far and wide, our heroes take Manhattan. Turns out the Big Apple isn't the only apple to worry about, as the fruits from the Goddess of Discord enter the scene and poison the minds of men. Will our ragtag group of Amazons ever be able to find shelter from the cruel world that prays for their downfall? Only time will tell. Bum, 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 bum. Wonder Woman and her daughter, issue number 3. So even though it's like issue 803 or whatnot, but yeah, they sometimes you got to start fresh with new titles to kind of get new readers in, because like after a while when you get to like issue like I'm 1,500 blah 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 blah, I'm like oh well, I'm kind of lost at this point. So written by Tom King, art and cover by Daniel Sampier. The lasso of lies, true power is revealed as the Sovereign continues his campaign against Wonder Woman. Could one unsuspecting soldier be the key to defeating our hero? Find out as Diana uses her own lasso and searches the truth about the Amazon massacre. Plus, the return of Trinity. Wonder Woman's daughter makes her backup story debut in the first of many awe-inspiring adventures from the future. A potential future, because if you have it set in... Like, the future is ever changing at DC. So when you see a future like, oh, this is the absolute future, it's not. Because it's always going to change, time travel, all this other stuff. So it's a potential future. Gotta take a breath. So many comic books. Where are we, like 30 minutes into this thing right now, and I'm still going? My goodness. Lots of solicitations, people. Justice Society of America, issue number 9, written, of course, by Jeff Johns, art and cover by Michael Jana, variant cover by so-and-so, Damian Scott. Okay, all these other people. The JSA scour Europe on the hunt for Ruby, the daughter of the Red Lantern, but can they catch up to her before she burns the earth in search of her father? Only time will tell. Okay, so we got this one right here. Jay Garrick, The Flash number 2, written by Jeremy Adams. I'm kind of sad he's off the main Flash book because I was really liking it, but you know what? If he's doing a Jay Garrick Flash storyline, then I guess it can't be all that bad. Judy's physicals are coming back all good and clear, which means only one thing: Maul Day with Stargirl. But when a foe from the 1940s crashes the party, Jay rushes in to save the day, much to his daughter's chagrin. Now we have Alan Scott, The Green Lantern number 2, written by Tim Sheridan. Alan's search for the killer of Framingham continues, but why are the murder victims people from Alan's past, and how does this connect to his brief stint in Arkham Asylum? Only time will tell. Looks like Wesley Dodd, The Sandman, issue number 2 by Robert Venditti, art and cover by Riley Rossmo. Okay, so Wesley's journal of deadly gases is out there in the city in the hands of a villain who knows he's the Sandman. Can Wesley solve the mystery of who broke into his home before these noxious weapons are unleashed on the world, or is Sandman fated to fade away into the mists? Only time will tell. A lot of covers right here. Okay, Superman, issue number 8, written by Joshua Williamson and art by Gleb Melnikov. Okay, so this is going to be a Robin 2021 reunion, so I'm all for it. Let them work together again. Covered by Jamal Campbell. Although I've really been liking the Jamal Campbell art. It'll be nice to kind of see this little reunion between the two of them on the scene, or at this comic book. Powerless! Superman versus the Chain concludes. One of the biggest battles Metropolis has ever witnessed comes down to Superman doing the unthinkable and sacrificing his powers to stop the Chain. How does that impact Lex Luthor's plans, or is Lex too busy dealing with the shocking return of his mother and Superman number 850? See, that's the thing. When you tell this is Superman number 8, but it's 850, you know, like, the numbering of these comic books gets so confusing, because then, like, are they factoring in annuals into those? No, not really. Or is this, like, an issue I don't know. Like, they just say it's 850, but is it really 850? No, because then you have, like, annuals, and then you have all these other things that tie in that are still connected to this. I don't know, but like, hey, you know what? It is what it is. They have the numbering system figured out somehow. I don't. Superman Lost number 8 of 10, written by Christopher Priest. Superman experiences a breakthrough on his path to recovery with the help of Supergirl as the L's bond over being survivors living with the guilt of leaving behind doomed planets. Meanwhile, Lois attempts to outsmart Lex Luthor to save herself and Clark. All right, what do we have next? Action Comics number 1059. Philip Kennedy Johnson, Gene Luen Yang, and Dan Parent. As the forces of Nora Stone's Blue Earth take control of Metropolis, Superman dusts off his Warworld weapons and armors up alongside Steel to take their city back. Can even the House of L defeat this potent new threat? Meanwhile, the shocking true identities of Nora Stone's mysterious family are revealed, building to a battle royale for the ages, a pivotal issue not to be missed. Plus, the conclusion to Gene Luen Yang and Victor Vision, new Superman of Metropolis, and Dan Parent explores the world of John Kent like never before. Okay, we got stuff going on here. There's Power Girl, issue number 3 by Leah Williams, art by Eduardo Pansica. Looking for answers, Power Girl heads to Superman's Fortress of Solitude to study up on the mysterious Kryptonian virus sensation sweeping the nation. Turns out she's not alone. Something is lurking in the shadows of the Man of Steel's most secret of headquarters, and it won't stop its hunt until it's the last one standing. So, okay. Green Lantern, issue number 5 by Jeremy Adams and Peter J. Tomasi. Tomasi's back. Okay. The Rage of Thal Sinestro. Sinestro sees control of Ferris Air as the rage builds to a cataclysmic levels within Hal Jordan's most vicious adversary. The power of the Red Lantern Ring has turned Sinestro's wrath into a planetwide fury. Hal's only hope to break United Planet's law and lure the villain out into the final frontier. Then in Rise of the Sinsun, Part 2, Simpson's plan becomes clear. To claim his legacy, must seek out his father and face him in combat. The march towards Sinister Sons continues in this epic prequel installment. Okay, Sinister Sons, Super Sons, you get the idea. Green Lantern, War Journal number 3, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. John Stewart has had his first battle with a deadly new adversary and is infected by the Radiant Dead. Will his powers help slow the spread of the supernatural contagion, or are they transforming him into the most terrifying host imaginable? And who is the powerful young Green Lantern from within the multiverse Lantern Shepherd? Then we have Shazam over here. Shazam, number 5, written by Mark Waid. The Captain's battle against the forces of the Moon Emperor may orbit the absurd, but it's full of action that will leave you... Apollo, you can create your own moon pun for the end there, kids. Mary Marvel joins the fray. The Shazam family faces the gods, and a devastating betrayal awaits you in this issue. Shazam, number 6, also written by Mark Waid. Okay, so first week of December. Meet the Captain. Reaches its action-packed finale when Billy is forced to battle the very 6 gods who gave him his magical abilities, a fight he can't possibly hope to win. Once the dust settles, who will possess the power of Shazam? Plus, the interdimensional imp Batmite has come to Fawcett City. He's brought his cousin with him, the Captain's biggest fan. Meet Shazamite, then flee in terror before the entire city turns upside down. Okay, that sounds kind of fun. Looks like we got Blue Beetle over here, number 3. By Josh Trujillo. After the recent attack, Jaime turns to the one person he knows who can decipher the mystical runes left by the Blood Scarab, Tracy 13. Can these X's work together and piece together the secret history of Khaji-Da? Okay, yeah, so I just saw the Blue Beetle movie as well. It was kind of all right. I think Jolo was a good choice for the role. I just wish it kind of did a little bit more to kind of stand out and be a little bit more unique, because a lot of it felt kind of generic. But the family element worked pretty well for the most part. So, but the villains were terrible, just so underdeveloped, so like nothing for these characters in the film. So, yeah, if you want to hear more about that, go ahead and check out my Blue Beetle video. I just posted. It was like my last video I posted on the channel. Blue Beetle, issue number 4 by Josh Trujillo. Things start to come together after Jaime's recent trip to the tomb of Pharaoh Khaji-Da, the place where Dan Garrett originally found Khaji-Da. What does the Blood Scarab need Khaji for, and what does this mean for Jaime Reyes? Should be kind of fun. There's Jimmy Olsen there making a brief appearance. Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville, issue number 3, written by Joanne Starr. Art by Natasha Bustos. Okay. Jimmy Olsen comes to town with his ear to the ground for a Daily Planet scoop, and Fire and Ice have a beauty salon full of ex-villains that Fire is certain they can rehabilitate in fabulous reality show fashion, no less. And Ice is desperate to hide. But if they're going to make it through the day without Big Blue swinging back through Smallville to clean up their mess, Fire and Ice will have to look past the growing chasm between them and work together to solve Superman's pal, the story of a lifetime. Oh, I see Lobo right there. Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville, issue number 4. So, we're getting this one, 4 of 6. Ice's worst fears are about Fire's antics and are confirmed when a horrifying revelation comes to light, and whatever trust they tenderly rebuilt crumbles to dust. And despite Martha Kent's best attempts to mediate over Smallville's finest drag brunch, there might be no coming back for what was once the Justice League's most dynamic duo, Booster and Beetle Who. Oh, and Lobo shows up, hot and bothered to throw down in Fire's defunct Fight Club. What could possibly go wrong? Lots of things. Okay, so now we have Hawkgirl, issue number 5, written by Jadzia Axelrod. Vulpecula is trying to influence Hawkgirl's future by making bargains in her past and forcing Kendra to navigate a maze around those moments. Can Kendra stop Vulpecula from picking loose all the threads of her history, or will the tapestry of Hawkgirl's life finally unravel altogether? So many comic books. Steelworks, issue number 6 of 6, the epic finale. As a massive mecha battle rages across Metropolis between John Henry Irons and the fierce rival Charles Walker III, the ultimate sacrifice is made to ensure Metropolis's clean energy future will live on. Life, death, and a new tomorrow are all in play in this final chapter of Michael Dorn and Sammy Basri's Steelworks saga. Alright, let's get some more stuff here. Cyborg, issue number 5 of 6. When there's trouble, you know who to call. The Titans. When there's trouble, they can see it. Oh, okay, I'm going to start humming the theme song. Don't want to do that. Morgan Hampton. Cyborg has his hands full between the solo synth uprising and villains wrecking havoc in Detroit, so he'll need the help of some old friends to save the day. There we go. It's a fun little cover art right there. Ah, Green Arrow. That's right. We're back on this book right here. Where is Emiko in this series? I mean, this is supposed to be the Green Arrow family, but she's like nowhere to be found. So, written, of course, by Joshua Williamson, art by Sean Isaacski. Like, I feel like she would fit well in Williamson's writing because a lot of it's similar to Damien, but that's just me. Ever since Dark Crisis, Oliver Queen has been lost in time and space, separated from his loved ones, and he now knows why and is pissed off. Does he choose revenge or to finally be reunited with his family? DC's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, issue number 1, written by Neil Abrams, Michael W. Conrad, Josh Trullo, Ethan Sachs, so many different people in this thing. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a bat mite. Join all your DC favorites as they take on 8 classic holiday stories, from Constantine and Lex Luthor's Dickinson tale to Batman's puzzling Hanukkah hijinks to your classic Coco swirling Christmas romance switch with Harley and Amethyst. This book is perfect companion for cookies by the fire and extra sour cream on your latkes, whatever that is. Latkes? I don't know. So pull up a sled and get ready for plenty of ho-ho-ho holiday hope to get you in the spirit of the season. I don't believe we're getting to Christmas time. Time is really flying by. Okay, so this is like the second week of December right here. Harley Quinn, Black, White, plus Redder, issue number 5. All these different people wrote it. Issuing this: when a woman of medieval village reached their breaking point about their men's abusive ways, they make a terrifying choice to enter the woods and conjure the spirit of the Harley Quinn. A Harley Quinn animated series executive producer Justin Harmon let loose on the prison transport plane, intent on punishing the villain who let out a stinky fart, and webtoon creator Sarah. So what will happen when Harley comes face to face with an internet imposter? Okay, could be kind of okay, I suppose. Oh, another Batman storyline. Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham, issue number 2 of 4. A devil cub falls to Earth and breaks its wing. In the unmissable second installment of the acclaimed storyteller offering a masterpiece, the skies over Gotham grow darker still. To decide to kill your past is one thing, but actually doing it proves to be more fraught a road than Batman ever expected, especially when the very same past grows more tightly woven into his current case with every new clue he uncovers. And the closer Batman gets to the truth, the clearer it becomes that his real enemy's power runs much deeper than just puppeteering a few costume criminals to the very heart of Gotham City itself. Okay, this looks like Alright, so what do we got next? More Batman stuff? Holy crap, I never realized that. There was so much Batman. Just kidding. Batman, City of Madness, issue number 2. And I've been talking for 40 minutes, and we're still going, people. Almost done. The Court of Owls summons Batman, demanding he venture deep beneath the city to fight what has been unleashed from its depths. A wave of madness infecting Gotham's villains, driven by the monstrous creature they're calling the Batman Below. But the court has not entirely noble reasons for wanting this chaos stopped. Is Batman their weapon or their bait? Dun, 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 dun. And then we have a Fast Mail edition of an older issue, Fast Mail edition here, Fast Mail edition, so these are reprints of older stuff. Okay, Batman Arkham. Is this one of those YA books? Or Barkham Asylum. Ah, ha, ha, ha. That's an interesting pun right there. You know, let's read this one. Who's a good boy? Jester is. Well, he wants to be. Maybe he is. He's the Joker's dog, so of course he's funny. His sense of humor is about to be put to the test because when the supervillains of Gotham get thrown in Arkham, their hench pets go to the maximum security pound known as Barkham Asylum. Being the clown prince of crime's dog doesn't win Jester any friends behind bars, especially after he gets a tough talking stray cat named Penny tossed into lockup with him. But they have to work together to figure out what evil Warden Sharpay's helper Dr. Hugo Mange is up to. And the only way to stop this terrifying team is to win the talent show and get visitation with their masters at Arkham on Hill because the Joker is sure to help. What could go wrong with the plan? Okay, this one actually sounds kind of lighthearted and kind of fun. Like, this is kind of the stuff the YA stuff was kind of built for. Pets and all that. We got Danger Street right here. It looks like a number 11 by Tom King. Heroes and villains alike hasten their quest for one thing in the multiverse that assures victory, fate, but when the pursuit of Helmet of Fate, okay, Danger Street, all that stuff. Fable is number 162 by Bill Wingham. In the finale, the Black Forest and Winter Country, okay, I haven't really read Fables all that much. Oh my goodness, it's still going. The Joker, the man who stopped laughing, number 12. Is this the last one, or is it going to keep going? The shocking, brutal conclusion has come. Joker versus Joker in a bloody no-holds-barred battle for supremacy. Okay, we got that one. Wildcats, Get Your Head in the Game, issue number 12. In the final climactic battle for the control of Halo and all its secrets, the Wildcats versus the Seven Soldiers versus the Court of Owls. Winner takes all. Dun, 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 dun. Looney Tunes, number 275. Still haven't seen this in the store. There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. And we have that there. Killing multiple times destroyed planet Earth. Marvin is brought before the Martian Council to face the music and his instant punishment. These instruments of management from Mars. Oh, dread. It's up to Marvin and his fabled dog Canine to come to home. Where will they land? Scooby-Doo, another comic book I never seen in the store. Mysterious Life. Okay, so Scooby-Doo doing their things. Yes, World's Finest Teen Titans. Number 5, written by Mark Waid, of course. It all goes haywire. Robin's reeling after a battle against Haywire's anti-Titans doesn't go as planned. In a confrontation with his biggest stand, Kid Flash reveals how Batman's protege really feels about his role as leader. Robin sees he must make a big move to earn back his teammates' trust and share a super secret. Meanwhile, Speedy shoots a shot with Donna, but is rebuffed. Could Wonder Girl have eyes for another superhero in the making? Only time will tell. Tales of the Amazons looks like a trade paperback collection. Got a collection here, $396 or pages, $100 right there. So Abyss, already covered that arc. House of Gotham, Shadows of the Bat. Oh yeah, this is that one, that Arkham Tower storyline. Yeah, that was like that 12-issue series I talked about earlier. So Black Adam Volume 2, DC Power, DC versus Vampires Volume 1. Very disappointing conclusion to that storyline. Nightwing, Kit Grayson. And that is it for the solicitations for the month of November. Whew, my goodness. How long have I been talking for? 45 minutes? Sweet mercy. This is a long video. But anyway, so there's a lot to cover in November. They even gave us little glimpses into December. But I'm actually kind of looking forward to November. There's a few titles I'm interested in that sound pretty good. World's Finest, of course, being there. Justice League versus Godzilla vs. Kong is number 1 on my list. Batman and Robin, of course, is up there as well. Beast World has some potential. We'll have to see kind of how it all comes to be. There could be some interesting little Batman storylines as well. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Superman I'm liking right now. Batman 89, Superman 78 could be kind of fun. The Speed Force Flash book, I think that the Christmas one, yes, the Christmas one is a nice, fun little surprise that I'm actually kind of looking forward to right here. We'll see how some of this other stuff goes. Some things I'm still kind of wish they kind of wrap things up, like the Heartless thing in Nightwing. I'm going to keep saying it because it's been 30 issues that still kind of feels like we're just never going to get the conclusion to that. But, yeah, like Outsiders is coming out, Birds of Prey, lots of Batman-related stuff, of course. Just so much stuff. But, yeah, so like I said, there's definitely some stuff I'm looking forward to. World's Finest, of course, never misses. But yeah, like I said, so many different books, so many different things to talk about. What issue or what comic book are you most looking forward to in this month? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications. Let me know if you think this is Starfire, because like I said, it looks so much like her. In the comment section down below, all that other fun stuff. What are you thinking of Beast World? Do you think this is going to be a good comic book, or do you think it's going to be kind of a bit of a miss? Only time will tell, but there's definitely some stuff to look forward to in this particular month. So I'm hoping for good things. Please make this a good event, because like I said, I'm a little event fatigued right now after just getting off Night Terrors, and then we got Gotham War and so many other things. But anyways, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Have a fantastic day. All that other fun stuff. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. You know, let's close out in my favorite comic book cover right here. Look at that. Godzilla and Kong of the Justice League, because that's what I'm paying to see. All right. Peace out.